Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity with me, GetDaved. I did a little bit of playing off camera. Honestly did not do too much. The region has also opened up a little bit and you can see that we're starting to get quite a bit going on elsewhere. Yeah, it looks like Terias is doing alright. Coastal city of 100,000 as well. 310,000 people. Holy cow. Yeah. We're starting to build up the region quite nicely. The hope was that GetDavedenheim would be sort of a crutch to support the rest of the region. And that actually brings me to why we're here right now. So, the University of GetDavedenheim, GetDavedenheim U, has been working on the solar farm Great Work for quite some time now. Oh, and by the way, you'll note the budget is in serious peril or whatever. I suppose I could just tax the poor to make that problem, to somewhat mitigate it, but right now the city is basically, ooh, cool. We can make a smelting factory, that's kind of cool. Anyway, the city has been pushing really hard just to get this one research project off the ground, because we have serious pollution problems. It's powered by coal, and if you look at the region, you'll note a little bit of a haze in the sky. Yeah, that brown smoke, I don't know what they call it, but I want to breathe more. Yeah, a little bit of a smog problem, everybody. The budget situation right now, yeah, it's in the red. Oh, thank goodness. Detectives can stop crime before the crime is actually committed. I don't know what this mission is. Oh. No, that's okay, Maxis Man. You've been a terrible use of money. I guess he makes people happy. We've got that going. Yeah, the city's sort of in a state of flux right now. I could change a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I know it looks different and the population's almost doubled, but the layout has only really received tweaks. "56 criminals per day, 8 arrests." Oh, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, the big thing is getting this research project done. So what happens is, it takes forever for that to happen. At 6 a.m., which is coming up very soon, the shoppers, or pardon me, I got distracted by that update up there. The peeps who go to school here are going to start attending, and when they do that, they start depositing knowledge and so on. And when that happens, good things, well, we get research points. When that happens, good things follow. It takes quite a bit. I think the solar farm is one of the more expensive research projects. Volunteers to take some of GetDavedenheim's trash? I hope you're talking about the criminals. So yeah, in just a few moments in game time, the students are going to start pouring in, hopefully before the money runs out. Although I'm not too worried about that, because the city is, yeah, it's in this weird flux where, I don't know, I would call it an unsteady equilibrium. Industrial demand's off the charts. Unskilled workers. Do you know how many university students I have here? Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to D-zone, because this looks like it would be pretty useless, or pretty low-grade residential. Alright. And we happen to need some of that. Anyway, GetDavedenheim U. Alright, the students are starting to trickle in. We only need 1%. This has taken an extremely... Yeah! An extremely long time. Now, I wonder how much it will cost to build. You need a research project? Oh, I'm sure there's something we can get working on. The vertical turbine would be nice, and I think it goes a little faster. Interesting. Clean coal. Also, those fossil fuels aren't exactly renewable resources. Ooh, the Space Center would be cool. But expensive. Alright, I'm gonna go for the vertical turbine, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's save our money. It'll do you good. Region view. Alright. You need to pick a spot to put the great work. We're a little... Oh no, we need advanced stuff. Cities connected to the solar farm can purchase large amounts of power at a discounted cost, and presumably it's clean. Could also do the international airport. That's a little expensive as well. Alright, we need plastic, which requires oil. We need alloy, which requires metal. And we need processors, which I think we could actually get working on right now. Oh, and I've been getting a lot of messages about people asking to get in on the region. If you are already in, please don't build more than one city. Yeah, even though I think I was a dick and dibbed 2. Well, I don't know. I get 2. I built this crutch, dang it. But for those of you who are wondering, yeah, there's still some spots available if you want in on it. Of course, yeah, have loved the response. Bus completely skipped you. Oh, this city's got so many problems now. It definitely gets harder to manage the bigger it gets. That's streetcars. The streetcar is okay. 11-minute wait time, that's pretty acceptable. Getting some tourists. Okay. Just gonna double check the cost of our solar farm. 500,000, that's not actually that bad. We could almost take that out on a loan right now, which I think would actually be a fairly sane investment to revolutionize the fire situation, or pardon me, the power situation. Okay. Alright, city specialization. We do have... Oh no, wait. Okay, we do have the ore mine. We could get a smelting factory. I do want to stockpile that. We've got the metals headquarters somewhere else. You know what? This might be a situation where we're going to need the other city to support it now. Oh, sorry, I think I failed to finish one other important spot. Or thing I was mentioning earlier. If you want in on the region, basically I'm letting people in on a, like, if you're online when I'm online thing, or I don't know, I've just sent out a whole bunch of invitations, so I'm really sorry if things, like if the timeline doesn't really work out well for you or anything, but I don't know, it's a little difficult to manage. Origin is not particularly helpful, and I could have done a little bit more in terms of being organized in the first place, but mad we couldn't get educated workers, hey? Well, but you're in such undesirable locations. Oh, but your buddies need room to increase density. Alright. Okay, we have the regional ability to, whoops, to build the solar farm though. I think the arcology is also unlocked, but I'm going to head over to Cottonwood Forest, which I dibsed earlier just because of its connections to GetDavedenheim. Oh, I forget what the resources are. Well, you know what? I'm just going to pause the recording real quick and we'll check it out in a moment. Alright everybody, welcome to, well, the town currently known as Cottonwood Forest. So, we have one thing here. We won't be able to get our plastics, but we do have lots of ores, and there is conveniently a metal HQ in this region. We also will be able to develop this city with the benefit of all of the assets previously existing in this region, which is hopefully going to help out quite a bit. I mean, we can set different tax rates and so on. We'll flirt around with that more in a little bit here. Let's get started with the basics. So this is going to be building a city with with GetDaved, and he knows a little bit more about the game. I'm still by no means an expert, who's politely stated that I'm a gardener with my cities rather than a planner, which I think is the nicest way you could describe my process, or lack thereof. I am going to be a bit more concerned with raw efficiency in this city. So I'm still one removed from raw, unadulterated efficiency, or for going for a city based on beauty, rather. I'm building roads right on the edge here. In theory, you could avoid this problem through other methods of zoning, but if you were to put like actually I'll just do a sort of example here. If we were to put a road here and a road here, if we got it at the perfect distances, a development could reach all the way into the corner. But if you put a road behind it, wow, that's expensive. I'll have to go over that mountain. Well, we won't get too caught up into that quite yet. Sorry, as I was saying, if we put a road behind it, then you could get developments in all four corners of your city as well. We only have to worry about that in 2 of them, however. So I probably shouldn't even build this road. Oh well, too late now. Or is it? Welcome back to wanton, terrible financial practice. Well, we're off to a bad start on our our well thought out city. Alright, I will build along these grid lines. It's less exciting to look at, but these metals aren't going to mine themselves. Oh, that's interesting. Draw a residential zone. Stop yelling at me! Okay, get our basic city grid set up. You know what? It's just residential. We can always bulldoze it later. All in the majors coming into town. Sometimes the game freaks out on its grading system. We'll be alright though. Still unlocking all the benefits of the region. Looking forward to that by more than a little bit. We also have to think a little bit more about the region at large. Now there's huge regional industrial demand. We can very likely get quite the local business boost from GetDavedenheim if we were to start doing things like, say, building industrial here. I do have some concerns. Well, not everything that's coming from GetDavedenheim is going to be good. Alright, we could import power. We have good winds here, though. Whoops, I could have looked at the wind map right there. Alright, wind is blowing kind of from GetDavedenheim. I guess it's coming off the river more. That's good. The pollution will hit all those chumps on that side of the river. Glad I'm not the mayor there. Although there's some very nice skylines. This region's going to be awesome once we're done with it. Alright, I'm thinking wind's going to be pretty good. Because, whoops. The wind is just pretty strong here. 14 miles per hour. I mean, yeah, that's pretty strong. I actually wonder... This might be an expensive experiment, but that's the best kind, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Hooked up to the rail. That's awesome. Cannot create smooth enough terrain? Is it really that rocky here? Doesn't look so bad. Anyway, I was just going to experiment with seeing if we could get slightly stronger winds up top. That looks like a no, but that's okay. This is not a bad place to put a wind power plant. It would be pretty cool if we could get it all the way in the corner. And I'm going to try pulling that off. See if I got it in the right spot. Looks like a maybe. You know what? F it. That was pretty close. And maybe someday we'll expand it in that direction. It's just not quite in the corner because of that rail right there. You know what? Sorry everybody, I keep double backing, but I really do want to have a slightly more intelligent approach this time. Or, not that GetDavedenheim was a disaster, but let's say more deliberate. Still can't get it all the way into the corner just because of terrain, uneven terrain there. That's alright. We'll leave room for, I don't know, maybe we can put our sewage outflow pipes there for now. Alright, I learned an important thing about water as well. And that is, water will deplete faster, or rather, it'll deplete the ground table. The water table, if you will. That's what people actually call it, if you are only drawing from groundwater, whereas it'll last a little bit longer if you put it closer to a water source. So I'm going to plunk the water tower right here for now. That might be a bit tight for a more advanced station later, but, you know, life's a compromise. And I'm sure, you know what, I've got no problem with bulldozing places, so I'm just gonna jump to the region real quick. Similar rates. I'm just gonna buy power from No, what? We'll send that money. No, wait, GetDavedenheim has enough money problems. And we're just gonna export our crap. Literally exporting our crap. GetDavedenheim has not offered its services in that regard. Power? Don't worry about it. It's gonna come around any day now. Alright. So, we're only going to buy those resources if we need them, but those form a really useful sort of backup plan. If the unthinkable were to happen and we're in a situation where we just had too much poop to deal with. Alright. I'm also just gonna do something to simplify my life in a little bit. Pumping out the sewage. What am I looking for here? Cool, there we go. I sometimes do this just to make a little reminder for myself. I'm just gonna drop a couple roads here and here, so I know where the rich ore is, and I don't accidentally, you know, forget about it later and then zone over it with something, you know, else. And this actually might be the most useful spot. Nah, I'm probably just gonna plunk it right in the middle of that ore patch there. This is a mining town, that's for sure. And we even get a town hall. Alright. It'd be nice if we could make it at least slightly picturesque. We don't really have the money to do like a major avenue going down to this part of the... Well, maybe we do. I take it back. This is roughly the middle of town. Oops. Medium density avenue. Here we go. One of my little reminders is in the way. That's okay, we can put right alongside this. Not enough simoleons. When has that ever stopped me? Take out a bond! Not enough simoleons for a dirt road. That's okay, this is gonna look somewhat nice. Seriously, I can't even put it there, I went too far south. What a kick in the nuts. Well, we could bulldoze. No, that's alright. I'm just gonna put it on the side. There we go. That looks somewhat important. It also comes to my attention we have some sort of issue here, but we're gonna deal with that next time. Our last action will be Mining Town. Alright everybody, I'll see you in the next episode and we'll get our city off the ground. I'll see you there.